We all know that English is a language. It is only a tool for communication. So why we require English in today's world? Can you answer? Anybody?
Global language, sir.
Yeah, global language. Good. Any more answers? Yeah, global language. This is a global language. There are more opportunities in English. So we can travel around the world through English. If you know the English language, then it will be easier for us to communicate with all the peoples around the world with different cultures, traditions, and different types of people. So the history of English language, it became like a way back, like 500 AD. So there were Saxons. Saxons were the tribals. So I'll be telling the outline of the English language, the history of English language. Okay. So there were Saxons, a tribe in northern England. So these people, they used to speak a tribal language. Then after many years, there were so many invasions on that land. Anglicans, they invaded them and they started ruling Saxons. So the language, after mixing with different cultures and traditions, it became Anglo-Saxon. Later on, there were Normans. They invaded that land, and it became Anglo-Norman. Like that, English language became a universal language because England in the early 17th century, they were like dominating the world. They conquered many countries. For suppose India were under the British Empire. So now English is everywhere in India. English is the official language. Really, right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's a
Yes, sir.
good language.
Yes, yes. It's a official language. See, wherever you go or if you go to office, documents written in English or if you want to book a ticket. So you have to book ticket in the language written on the ticket is English. Of course, there are our mother tongue and Hindi will be also there, but English in India became second language. So before English, there was a language called Latin. Latin was dominant language in the third world countries like North America and South America. So only English got a many words from Latin. After so many years, Latin like it got extinct. It became a dead language. But it is still called a classical language. Children started to enter in the grammar school like in 16th and 18th centuries to learn grammar in Latin. But in the 18th century, what happened is there were inclusions in modern languages. In European countries, the curriculum changes. Like in the First World War and Second World War, what happened is there were much need of a language where soldiers used to communicate with each other. So there was an urgent requirement in the language to communicate. So people started introducing English in the curriculum. First, in the World War, soldiers were taught English, and by this, grammar translation method evolved. So, grammar translation method is nothing but they used to teach grammar. First, they used to introduce syntactic rules, like they used to introduce grammar. Then they were asked to build sentences with those grammar traits, what we call grammar particles. Later on in 20th century, it became so evolved that all the countries in the world like started adopting English because America and some European countries are far wealthier. They are dominant position in the world. So according to there are so many aspects like politics, culture, and way back like even in India, what we do is we follow Western culture, right? So now after following that culture, there is a inclusion in culture. It became it also called in socialist terms. It will be called like culture shock. What happened? We adopted Western culture. So most of the items now we are using, most of the things we are using now. There is a bag. So what we call in our mother tongue for bag,
Sanchi.
yeah, sanchi. So sanchi was different. Sanchi was like it is a carriage bag. But what we call backpack, we call backpack, right? So we started using new things, and these things were evolved. Before there were grinders, where people used to make grind with hands itself. There are two what we call stones, and we used to grind underneath the stones. Now there were mixing. So there is a pure change in the things what we are using. So English like that. According to this aspect, English became evolved in our daily aspects. Like it became part of our culture. It became a part of our society. And it was like in 20th century, people are like now forcing to learn a language. Is it right? Isn't it correct what I'm talking? Right? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, if you find any difficulty or any confusion, just ask me if you have any doubt. Am I audible right? So,
No, sir.
not audible now?
No, sir. It's not clear.
No, sir, clear.
It's not.
Yes, sir. In the middle, it is breaking, sir. Your voice is breaking. Probably due to signal issue.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, now is it audible?
It is still breaking, sir.
Yes, sir.
1 minute. Yeah, now is it still breaking or
Yes,
it
sir.
is audible?
Partly,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. Okay, kindly excuse me for today because I am in another place, so I am using my mobile, not my laptop. Okay, we will move forward. So we were talking about English language evolution, like the history of English language, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now we will be looking into two methods, like grammar translation method and direct method. This is not included in your syllabus, but it is just an introduction, right? So why I was like
Sure.
concentrating on grammar translation method. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, which blocks? This one? You're
No, no, no. Today I am just giving the introduction for English language teaching. Okay.
okay. Okay.
From tomorrow we will be having a full-fledged class. So today it's just an introduction class. So I was just telling you the history of English language and the things, the approaches and methods that were useful to help English to become a global language. So I was speaking about the First World War. First World War, what happened? There was an urgent need for a language a common language to speak among the soldiers because there were different countries participating in the First World War. So it was difficult for them to communicate because Germans can't speak with Austria, like Austria is a country. So they can't speak. So no, it's just an example. So like two country soldiers can't speak. So in the 19th century, what happened? There is urgent requirement for English language teaching. So those times the researchers came with two methods, like that is GTM, grammar translation method, which was used in First World War. Grammar translation method, it was just introduced in 1840, but it evolved, like it became so famous in the time of World War. So GTM, grammar translation method, was used between 1840 to 1940. So it replaced Latin language. Latin language before it was a common language. After replacing English, Latin is only limited to textbooks in elementary schools of America. Not only America, United States of America, and countries. So after the evolvement of English, Latin got disappeared and became dead language. But it was not sustained so long. In the 19th century, it was criticized heavily. So there is one more method called direct method. It got evolved after grammar translation method. It is like based on the assumption. It was a based on the assumption of syntactic rules. There were no particular rules for speaking. Only they have to speak something. It is the is that is good or like it is error. So it may be both in written form or oral text. So they have to convert, like not like grammar translation method. They just want it is like demonstration. These two methods, like grammar translation method and direct method, paved way for English language teaching. What we call now is ELT. ELT nowadays, ELT English language teaching is has a so much intensive responses from all over the world. Like people started learning a language because there is a urgent need for them to learn English because it is useful in many ways for them. As one of you said that it is a global language, so you find many career opportunities. Like you can speak in a global fact platform, you can come up with ideas where it becomes a revolution. So English is not only a language that is useful, but it defines our character. Nowadays, the people who speak English fluently, they are given more respect than the people who can't speak English. Why is it? Can you tell me? Hello.
Yes, sir, we are listening.
Yeah, I asked you a question like why the people speak in English is given more respect than the people they cannot speak English.
because
Why is it? Yeah,
because people consider those who have English fluency are civilized.
yeah, yes,
It is also a formal language, and most of our documentation, other things are also in English. And all the
yeah,
industries, like if you take transport industry or restaurant or hotel industry, everything, like they converse in English as it is a global language. And the one who knows English is considered as a citizen of the world.
Yeah, that is a point to be noted. Like one who knows English is considered as a global city. See, when Britishers came to India, like when they were ruling colonized state under their hands, people, the Britishers used to teach English for for their own, like for their own benefits. Like there were no people to volunteer them. Like no jobs, like they they don't have any communication with Indians, so they started teaching English so that there is a the bridge between Indians and Britishers can be removed. So the people who learned English those times were given much respect because they are useful, useful for them. So while evolving a language, there is so many politics involved. Like in the world, the language is just a play under the politician. Now America, before 19th century, England were the vast empire, right? England was a vast empire. It colonized many parts of Africa and Asia. And after the Second World War, what happened? North America became a greatest, like a great country in the world. So people adopted American accent than British accent. We are under a colonized state. That's why we still follow British English. But the America, it became a powerful country. So many people around the world adopted American accent because they got a very like mm, they can go to America and this and they find a good jobs. Still, there are many opportunities outside, like what we call third world countries. You can say, or outside the eastern parts of the world, like there are Malaysia, Vietnam. These countries still adopt many people who speak fluently. They are paying high salary also because see the dominance of the countries, the politicians still play. Now people wanted to go to America. Why? Because America is still like a heaven for many people. There they get more opportunities. So if they get opportunity without knowing a language, they can't accept, like they can't provide you a job. So language became a necessary. It is a urgent requirement for to learn English for them. And in some future, if India becomes like world leader, maybe world will accept our accent also, Indian accent, right? Am I right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The
So
whole world is still accepting Indian accent, sir, because the
yeah,
most accepted accent is Indian.
because you know why most accepted accent is Indian, because there are many people working out there. Like India is the largest English speaking. There are a lot of people who speak English compared to America. America, like America, like official language is English. Most of the people speak English. Like in the world, Indians speak, more people in India speak English. In near future, India may dominate the world, so it will become to speak. World may agree to it. It's a politics. So anyway, we leave the politics, but we will just look into English language. English language is an urgent requirement now. So I just briefed all the things how English language evolved till now. So tomorrow I'll be starting the first module, understanding the English classroom. So how the language comes into act in the classroom. What are the theoretical basis for classroom practices, and what is the difference between English classroom and the subject classroom, and the role of English teacher. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any doubts regarding this class?
No, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow we will be having a class at 4:30 sharp. So I request you people to join. Hello. Yeah. Shall we wind up?
Yeah, Sujit, are you there? Good afternoon. Sujit,
Yeah. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good
yeah, Sujit.
Yeah. Yes.
Today I just got the first class, so you can leave now. And definitely, I want to speak to the student for some time. And since I informed you like it is only the first class, you can leave now. Very thankful to you. Tomorrow, I expect you to be there by 4:30 to 6 o'clock. Is it okay, Mr. Sujit? Sujit, are you with me?
Oh,
Ma'am, your voice is not audible, ma'am.
Yeah,
okay.
Sujit.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Sujit, now you can leave. Tomorrow you can join at 4:30, and the session will be for 1.5 hours. So 4:30 to 6 o'clock. Tomorrow you can come back to the student with the same Zoom ID, and you can prepare your PPT. Since this is your first class, I thought like you can leave now. I wanted to talk to our students for some time, and definitely we'll be meeting. Okay. Okay, Sujit, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, my dear students, I can see almost 14 participants here. Am I audible to all of you? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Tomorrow we'll be having all the classes. For today, we are winding up because it's a lot of difficulty because of some technical reasons. Some are unable to continue the class. And trust tomorrow is going to be a great day for all of you. All the classes will be there. Please do read, happy reading. Start writing your assignments. If you're not having any textbooks with you, please get your textbooks as well. Tabassum,
Yes, ma'am.
mute your phone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, mute yourself. Yeah. Anything more to ask or anything more to add? For today, we'll be concluding the sessions, and tomorrow we'll be having all the classes. Okay. Ajay, Asma, Ramu, Malik.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Nisi, Florence, Malik, Ravi. Ravi is the new person. I think last time he was there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Nisi. Thank you. And Sharada, Sudha is anyway there. Shweta and Vijay Kumar. You are there with me? Yes, yes, yes. Let me see you tomorrow at morning 10 o'clock with Tirupati will be the first class, second class is Fazilullah, third class will be Sriram, fourth class is mine, and fifth class is Sujit. I'll ask him to get PPT done and we'll do it from tomorrow onwards. Okay? Is it fine, Sudha? Yeah, I can see all your response and the last class. I know you're all tired with your online and offline. Sunday is an off day for you. Enjoy the classes, enjoy your reading, start reading your textbooks. Okay. Anything more you want to tell? Shall I take leave
No,
now?
ma'am. Today classes are so vibrant.
Thank you, Ramu. Thank you. I thank you because I was not aware of what is happening with the computer center. Today I was there to monitor so I can see what's the lacuna. I really appreciate the active students here, and spread the word with all your friends. Tomorrow all the classes will be there. Okay.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for immediately responding to that.
Thank you, Ramu. It's my primary responsibility. As a professor, I am there to for my students, and you are all very regular. I appreciate your efforts from the bottom of my heart. So whatever that I am doing, it is all for our university and for my department and for my students. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Shall I take leave now?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mali. Thank you.
Yes, madam.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice evening. Okay. Have a nice IPL as well.
You too,
That's
ma'am.
the day. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.